Welcome to you everywhere. In this episode, you will see a group of the strangest and most isolated cities. It is difficult to believe that humans live in them. So watch the video to the end, and as usual, before we start, scroll down and press the like button. Enlarge the screen and let's start together. Venice is famous for its flooded streets, but few people know that a similar area exists in Nigeria on the Atlantic coast. The area is a residential complex that is flooded. Its population of 200,000 people practices fishing, but although life there seems interesting. However, the area suffers from the accumulation of waste and the absence of sewage channels, and the residents do not benefit from education and health care. The living conditions there are very catastrophic. We hope that the situation will improve soon. More than 10,000 monks live in these small houses close to each other. It is the Lurungar Temple in China, and it is the largest Buddhist temple in the world. This temple is located at an altitude of 4,000 meters above sea level. But that does not prevent tourists from reaching it, as its residents spend their day learning and return. Since the main buildings are located at the bottom, those living at the top have a hard time getting back home. Now we will go to Peru, specifically to the city of La Rinconada, which is located at an altitude of 5,000 meters above sea level, which makes breathing there very difficult. "30,000 people live in the city, and despite the difficult living conditions there, many refuse to leave because of their work in the nearby gold mines. Many people migrate to the city from all over the country in the hope that searching for gold there will make them rich, but this is not possible because of the companies that control the mines. Drivers on the bridge don't expect to find a residential complex below. This is what is happening in Manila, the capital of the Philippines. It is hard to believe, but people are actually living in these harsh conditions. Complete lack of hygiene, the spread of diseases, in addition to the noise of cars, life there is really difficult. What you see now is not just an ordinary sea platform, but a whole country, Sealand, the smallest country in the world, located in the North Sea. Although this country, which has only 72 people, is not recognized, it issues its own currency and its own passport as well. Foreigners can also apply for its citizenship. The city of Yanjin in the Tibet region is the narrowest city in the world, as its width does not exceed 400 meters. Despite this, the population of the city reaches 400,000 people. The secret behind this is that it extends for a length of 60 kilometers. Moving around the city is very difficult due to the scarcity of cars, but the positive thing about it is the availability of fresh air. This village is not suitable for those who suffer from a fear of heights. It is a 100-year-old Chinese village located 200 meters above sea level. The only road leading to it is a forest road that takes 2 hours to walk through, and despite this, the population of the village reaches 18,000 people. We saw a country with a population of 72 people, but what about a city with a population of 270 people and consists of only one building? This building contains the homes of the residents in addition to all the facilities they need. It is the American city of Whittier. It is located in the state of Alaska. The only road leading to it is a tunnel that operates from 7 in the morning until 10 at night, and the direction of movement in it changes every half hour. Santa Cruz is an artificial island located off the coast of Colombia. Its area does not exceed 1 hectare. Despite its small area, it can accommodate about 1,200 people. This makes the population density on the island 4 times higher than the population density in Manhattan. Life there is very difficult. The island lacks a water network, and electricity is only available there for 5 hours a day. You must be wondering now about the reason for the residents staying there. The reason is very intermediate, which is the absence of mosquitoes. The story began with some fishermen settling on the island and noticing the absence of the locust and other annoying insects that are widespread in Colombia. Therefore, the absence of insects has become an attraction factor towards the island. We have found you a dream home in Italy, above the Alps, specifically at an altitude of 2,000 meters above sea level. Here you can enjoy the peace and beauty of nature, but getting there is not easy at all. The only way is to use a helicopter. Would you like to live in a house that is 140,000 years old? It is the village of Kandvan in Iran, a village whose residents live in houses made of volcanic rocks. These houses are rocky outcrops formed by natural factors, and their height is estimated at about 100 meters. The population of the village does not exceed 600 people. How about living on a bridge? Life here sounds great unless you have a fear of heights. Liberty Island is an artificial island designed by 2 artists near Vancouver, Canada. The island consists of 12 floating platforms and is not connected to the electricity grid. The island's inhabitants eat only natural foods, including fish and fruits collected from the nearby forests. What distinguishes this island most are its beautiful colors. What is it like to live in an area that could be covered in lava at any moment? That is the life of the residents of Japan's Aogashima Island. The island has 4 dormant volcanoes, but they could erupt at any moment. In the 18th century, for example, one of the volcanoes erupted and forced the inhabitants to leave the island for a full 50 years. But they return to it later, and access to the island is only possible by helicopter. Have you ever felt like you need to get away from it all? We've found a place for that. It is the village of Adamberg in the Tristan da Cunha group of islands in the South Atlantic Ocean. It is one of the most isolated areas, about 2,100 kilometers from the nearest other populated area. About 270 people live in the village and it takes a 2-week sea journey to reach it. We will now head to the far south, specifically to Antarctica. This is Halley Station 6. It is the first global scientific research station in the region and it consists of 8 interconnected and dismantled rooms. Life there is very dangerous, everything outside is frozen. And working there is forbidden for those who suffer from vitamin D deficiency. In winter the sun disappears completely and does not appear until after about 100 days. The owner of this house in China insisted on keeping his house and the result is in front of you. The Chinese authorities decided not to waste a lot of time negotiating with him and the highway was passed next to his house and now he has to live with the noise of cars and their gas emissions.
Thank you for watching and we look forward to seeing your comments and meeting you in the next video.